A muscle competition, a poetry competition, and lots of food offers. Come on, you know by now. Roll those titles. So little time, yet so much to do in Pattaya. Welcome to this week's Inspire What's On show. Let's kick things off with Tommy D, Zaza and myself live on Fabulous 103 FM.
Broadcasting live in Pattaya, 24/7. Fabulous 103 FM.
Someone new there from Hosier on Fabulous 103. We've got nobody new this morning, but we do have Dan from Inspire in the studio, who's going to be bringing us up to date with everything that's going to happen before it happens, so that you can come and join in. You don't have to read about it afterwards. And we've also got...
What's my name?
Thingy.
You know what? I think somebody's been following Inspire too much and found lots of things to do. Did you go home last night, Grizzly Adams?
I did a Martin last night.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Don't laugh at me. You shaved first. When was the last time you shaved, eh? A little bit of hair.
I don't have to shave. Look at me.
It's a little
nice
moustache.
and
A little bit of a shadow under the nose you got, Zaza.
Hey, you on his side today?
Hey.
Are you?
Yes, you tell her. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who's going to
we're
be bullied this time?
Pick on Zaza Day.
Can you smell the alcohol?
Are you drunk?
From
No, I can smell it coming. I'm not sure if it's Martin. It's like stereo
That's Martin.
stereo alcohol from the cameraman and the
oozes
DJ.
from Martin's paws, because he's the party animal. I was out till 1 o'clock last night. We'll talk about that later on.
Okay, I'll look forward to
I've got
that.
a couple of restaurants that I'd like to recommend if you're looking for a nice meal. One on the dark side and one on the light side.
So wherever you are in Pattaya,
you can take Tommy D's recommendation and go there. But before we do, let's find out what's going to happen over the weekend from Inspire. What's coming up?
Okay, let's start off at Central Festival on Pattaya Beach, and this one's been pushed really quite heavily by the shopping centre, more so than the other events, which makes me think it's something worth going to check out. It's the Japanese Expo, and it's everything Japanese. And actually, I think the Japanese have got a good following in Thailand. You know, you've only got to look at some of the restaurants, and they're packed, aren't they? Yeah, sushi. What else? Where else do you go and eat?
Those boxes, food out of boxes.
Food out the boxes, noodles.
What's the drink that I like? Hot stuff.
Green tea?
Green tea.
No, the alcohol.
Hot vodka?
Hot alcohol.
Sake. Oh, no.
Sake, yeah.
Sake.
Well, this is the time to go and do it over this weekend. It's a celebration of all things Japanese, from fashion, food, which is worth going down to modelling. So maybe that's what the stubble's for. You're going to be on the stage and strutting your stuff. But I actually think Tommy's going to be at the next event more.
Yeah.
We were talking about this.
Oh, the next...
the next one.
That's the Japanese Expo, so we know that's coming up at the weekend. The next one on Saturday, on the 16th of May, on Saturday, you were rather excited about this one because it's a live body paint show.
Yeah.
And photo exhibition, but it's a live body paint show. Dan and I were going to ask you off camera, but we didn't. Would you be prepared to represent Fabulous 103 at the live body paint show by appearing naked and we'll paint you? Come on, we'll paint you.
In company colours.
Yeah, we'll paint you in company colours. Oh, come on, because we could have like...
It's black and white, company colours.
Yeah, and we could have Zaza fans could come along and they could autograph you.
With the finger so that they can actually put it in.
Yes, yeah.
You're too...
Careful with that finger. Above the belly button.
It bites.
Live body painting show. Tell us about this.
Yeah, I think at very least everyone's now listening.
Live body painting show.
Okay, it's at the Candy Cocktails and Tapas, which is accessible via the lift next to the Indian by Nature on the Chateau Dao.
It's a very complicated way.
Okay, get to Jomtien, the Chateau Dao, you see the new steak sign, you probably see the Frasers, you'll see the Indian by Nature, and Jack and Dave. It's there, and it's very exclusive. It's between 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock on Saturday, and this is a perfect excuse to get down there, and maybe you'll see Zaza.
Are they naked bodies?
I saw some of the pictures that were advertising this, and it was certainly naked midriffs. So the mind boggles.
Go on, represent the radio station. Do something for us for once. You haven't worked for 4 days.
Make that commitment, and we'll make the call.
Yes, make the call. Just she'll commit in a minute.
We should do it in a minute, shouldn't we, on air?
2 drinks, she'll agree to it. What else have we got coming up?
Next, it's too late to enter this, but I think it'll be quite a nice event to go and watch. It's the Pattaya Triathlon. It's at the Pattaya Golf Club and Resort, which is about half an hour from here. Head towards Lamshabang, and you'll pick up signs for this golf course. It's on the Sunday. You'll watch people swim 1.5 kilometres, cycle 40 kilometres, and then run 10 kilometres. So it sounds like better off watching than competing.
Oh, yeah, it's far too much work, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's good, and they're raising money for charity.
I don't know. I don't know. Certainly the flyers that I got didn't suggest that. It
Really?
more
So
like
it's just a triathlon, just Like a marathon thing.
Yeah, which are hugely popular in the UK, so maybe that trend's going to carry on here.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be trying to raise money out of it somehow. Put some in my pocket. What else?
Next one, and these are the two last ones.
Hang on a second. We've got two Playboy events in the city, neither of which is really Playboy. Two.
Yes, two.
So it's like one's had we don't know which one's had the idea, but the other one's gone, that looks all right, we'll do that as well.
Or we could just say it's coincidence.
Yeah, I think it's coincidence.
Let's say it's pure coincidence.
Yes, absolutely
It is.
coincidence.
So coincidentally, on the Saturday at the Zion Hotel in Naklua, there's the Playboy Hideaway Night Secret at the beach. It's 1,800 baht. Tickets start from that
The
price,
title
by the way.
is, this is an amazing title, Playboy Hideaway Night Secret of the Beach.
Yeah, which suggests this wasn't put together by an English...
foreigner, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Playboy Hideaway Night Secret of the Beach.
And you know what? Bangkok Thais will flock to that, I'm sure.
I'm sure they will.
But if you just wanted to go and sneak your beak in... There we go, careful what I say here with the association with
Sneak your beak
Playboy. I said beak. Get your ticket on Thai Ticket Major, and you will not have to pay for a drink. You start your party on the beach, and then there's DJs which then move into the hotel as well. That's Saturday's Playboy event.
Right.
The second Playboy event,
Which is not related.
which is not related,
Except they're using the same name.
and not related to
Or the Playboy magazine,
brand,
yeah.
is the
Copy.
Flick Playboy pool party.
Flick.
You done it in a special impression as well. Was that a Thai voice?
Yes.
Copy.
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 Flick Playboy.
Okay, anyway.
Flick Playboy. I can't even say it. Flick Playboy pool party. The Flick Playboy. I can't say it. The Flick Playboy
pool party.
Thank you. And you can't even speak English.
Yeah.
That's on Sunday.
That's on Sunday
Now
from 1 o'clock.
they've got the girls from Galaxy there.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures and it looks very impressive.
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yeah, there's
Galaxy.
lots of them girls down there because last week they had the girls there and there was in excess of 30 of these
Now, the
girls.
thing is, if you can't afford 1,800 baht to go to the Playboy Hideaway Night Secret of the Beach event, you can afford 300 baht to go and see the Flick Playboy pool party.
That's right, and have a lot of fun.
And for your 300 baht, you get to see the girls from Galaxy, who I'm sure are going to get pushed into the pool.
I don't think they'll need any...
Help.
will they? They'll want to be in the pool and playing.
Absolutely.
So that's it for the weekend.
Well, Dan, thank you for telling us. That's everything that's coming up over the weekend. When we come back, we're going to be talking about what's coming up next week in and around the city, right here on Fabulous 103.
Great to see you back again. Let's jump straight over to Tommy D, Zaza and myself live on Fabulous 103 FM.
Broadcasting live in Pattaya 24/7. Fabulous 103 FM.
Dan's still with us from Inspire, going to be telling us what's coming up in and around the city next week, so from Monday onwards, so that we can be there before anybody else is. And we're not going to read about it on Friday and go, I wish I'd gone.
That's right. A chance to
What have we
forward
got?
plan.
Yeah. So what is coming up? So I know it's not the most exciting of weeks, but there's always something for everybody in Pattaya.
I think it actually makes a change when it's not exciting because we're not going to talk about headline acts that everyone wants to go to. We're going to find these niche ones that might just tickle your fancy.
That basically translates as, I haven't got much, but I'm trying to make something out of it.
You can read into it however. Yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, basically it's a light agenda, but I know you two have been keen to get involved in this next
item
one.
number one is just the most folks, if you're watching, which you've probably fallen asleep, but if you are watching, item number one, coming up right now, is one of the most fantastic things that's ever happened.
And who said it was quiet in town?
Exactly.
Right, this one's on Thursday the 21st. It's a poetry slam at St Andrews International School. Let's be buoyed by this. It doesn't get any bigger.
This is why people come to Thailand for poetry competitions. That's it.
This is why tourism is 12% up.
Yes, because of things like this.
And
Culture.
The final will be
Bit of
at
culture.
12 o'clock. And I think you two have got some poetry entries.
Go on then. You go. What are you going to do?
Gonna sing.
Sing what?
Go and sing your entry.
Yeah, what are you going to sing?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so wide. What?
Time is precious. Just gonna
I
sing the
can't
whole
believe
song.
you're doing that on
Famous
television.
poem.
People are going to look at you and realise how thick you are. I mean, you've had every opportunity to prove yourself to be smart. I wrote a poem for you.
Tommy, that's tough. She learnt that at school last week.
Yes. Probably yes. Actually, she probably did.
And she only stopped because she forgot the rest of the words.
And she's got notes.
Yeah.
And she's gone, I wrote a poem for you. Ready?
It's not gonna be good.
No.
Of course not.
I don't think so.
Zaza wanted body paint. She even begged and pleaded. But the organisers, they said no. Ugly girls weren't needed. We painted her with shiny gloss that made her look the part, but having eaten som tam Thai, she was dying for a start.
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy, I hate
That
you
was
so-
excellent. That was good.
Just I'll clap for myself. Can you clap.
You know
Okay,
what?
okay.
Tommy was quiet, wasn't he, off air? And I thought, this guy's
but
got something up
that's
his
why.
sleeve.
That's why he's so quiet.
When I'm quiet, that's when you need to worry. So, we have a poetry slam at St Andrews International School on Thursday the 21st of May.
Yes, and on Friday, it starts of the Mr. and Mrs. Muscle and Physique competition.
Shall we enter that?
If they have Mr. and Mrs. Wings, and I can attend.
Wings?
She's got muscles but they hang down underneath.
Somewhere under my fat, there is
It's
muscle.
It's
Yeah.
not like this. It's like this instead.
But you're married to a Russian ex-weightlifter, aren't you?
An ex-weightlifter, yeah. She, although she can bench press 500 pounds, so
That's
maybe
scary. That is really scary. That's
she was
carry you home?
She
Like
was the
she
national
carry you
shot
in bed?
put champion, by the way. So you.
That is
you just-
Wow.
yeah, she was scary.
Ben,
She
let's go
wasn't
back.
because she watches this show. She's very beautiful.
Yes.
Every week she tunes in just to see what is said about her. She's a
Does she
star.
tune in? Does she, when she's tuned in, does she have little Vladimir sitting on one side and Lenin sitting on the other side?
Yeah,
Sit there, look, there's Daddy. There is your father on TV.
yeah. And they,
Does she really do
they
that?
do this and
Yes.
sing the national anthem.
There is your father. Smile. You must smile. That's your father.
Vladimir,
one-
stop drinking
Yeah.
your vodka in the bottle.
Which one's Daddy, Dad? Which one's Daddy, Mum? I don't know, but you just smile.
That's another story for when you're older.
Yes, yeah. Another
Okay,
story, yes, yes.
that's at Royal Garden Festival, Mr. and Mrs. Muscle and Physique, and it runs until the 4th of June. And
That's at the Royal Garden Festival.
yes.
Wow.
I've seen the pictures. These guys are really in shape. And also, so it must be the season of
Are they all
good
Thai?
bodies. No, they come from all over the world.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You should go
They
to
will.
that.
They
You're
will
into
just
that.
take their
You
shirt
love
off.
muscles.
They will have topless and show their muscle, right?
Your body painting
She's
another
gone now.
night.
You don't know. She's so turned on by muscles.
Absolutely. At the Royal Garden Shopping Centre, they go topless and naked. Yeah.
Just
be
look,
there.
and it's the 4th until the 4th of June.
Yes, let's jump on to the next one because let's calm down. We said this was a quiet week.
It
You
is.
wouldn't believe it. Every Tuesday, if you think you're a comedian, so I actually think there's a role for both of you two at this one. It's at the Grand Eastern Hotel from 7 o'clock and it's with the Pattaya Player Drama Group and you can get on stage and do some improvisation.
People can just turn up and do it, can they?
Turn up.
Really?
And I've had emails from the group saying that when we talk about this, they get new faces.
Right,
That's
so let
really
me ask
good.
you a question. So, somebody thinks they're particularly funny. Martin, after he's had 2 drinks, he can turn up there. The cameraman, I can say that because nobody can see him. He can turn up there. Oh, it's great as well. We've got a delay. I just explained this. We've got a delay, so when I tell this, he won't know what I'm saying till I've finished. Anyway, getting back to Martin, he can turn up at the Grand Eastern, and he can say, "I want to tell a joke," and they'll let him get up on stage and do it.
Yeah. So he'll
That's scary.
he will stumble through, falling on them, spilling his beer everywhere.
Now he start laughing. Like
I love the
15
delay.
seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And the final one for me, because I know you've got 2 things you want to talk about, and time
yes.
is pressing. Really one for the diary. So if you are a tourist, if you're still here, maybe it's worth going to, but it's more for the people that live here. On the 5th of June, the Movers and Shakers Networking have announced that they'll be at the Mantra, which is a really
that's
impressive
really nice,
venue.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
very
Movers
nice.
and Shakers is something that is really, it's the best networking event ever in the city.
Yeah,
Always
you get a
been.
good turnout for that, and Case has really some good plans for that. So, in your diary, 5th of June, which is a Friday, Movers and Shakers at Mantra. That's me. You've got a couple of things.
Yes, I have. We've got 2 restaurants we thought we'd throw out there. If you're looking for a good restaurant to celebrate something or just go out for a nice meal, I thought we'd come up with one on the dark side and one on the light side. Last night, as you can see from my eyes, I got home at about 1
And
o'clock.
stubble.
Yeah. Well, no, this is
Instant
designer.
stubble.
This is designer. Spray on. It's put on by makeup. Café des Amis. Now, if you've never been to the Café des Amis, I have to say it's one of the finest dining places in the city.
Absolutely agree.
Their menu is beyond question. There's beautiful, just everything. It's 100%. 10 out of 10 on every level, from kitchen to service to ambience to
Service
music.
is wonderful. How they keep
fantastic.
an eye on you without being in your face, yet they're there looking after you.
At
You
1
really
o'clock-
feel looked after.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, the owner said, if you were to go home, we could let the staff go home as well. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That's a nice way of throwing customers out, isn't it? As opposed to saying, we're closing now.
Yeah.
So that's the one on the light side. Dark side. Now, this is a new one, and not a lot of people know about this one, so you should give it a try. Lake Mapachan. You drive around Lake Mapachan.
Lots of restaurants around there now.
Used to be there was only 2 restaurants when we first moved out there. 2 restaurants, 2 bars, and that was it. Now it's getting very busy. There's a new restaurant out there called Nibbles & Co. Now, I went there a couple of weeks ago. You're looking very, very interested in what I'm saying, by the way. Look at that little face.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
taking it
you'll
all in.
pay some.
It's his new look. It's his new look.
Yes,
Neither of these advertise. There's no money for it. Nibbles and Co. Go there, all right? It's a family-operated business in a big house. You can see into the kitchen. You can see them cooking your dinner. And it's really, really good. I mean, I was surprised. I have to say, at the moment, the best place to eat, this is my honest opinion.
On the dark side?
On the dark side, the best place to eat around the lake and that area right now is Nibbles & Co. So there you go. You got a tip for the dark side and a tip from the light side.
And what a way to finish the show.
Thank you so much for being with us. We'll be back again very soon, keeping you up to date with what's happening in and around the city with Dan from Inspire, Thingy,
Good day.
and me, Tommy D, on Fabulous 103.
Okay, thanks Tommy, Zaza, good show. Lots of different things on, eh?
Yeah, there's a lot of variety in this show, I'll tell you that much for nothing, Dan.
Yeah, and Tommy looked good, didn't he? Grizzly Adams, didn't even shave for the show. Anyway, you join us at the Aquavit Grill and Bar. Tell me what Aquavit stands for, Martin.
Well, it doesn't stand for anything, but it's a Scandinavian liqueur that gets you very drunk, apparently, you know. I'm scouring the back of the bar here to see if there's any there.
What, so you can have a little tipple during the show?
Yeah, it might only be 11 o'clock, but hey-ho, let's go for it.
We're in a nice tourist town. Martin, you're smiling. You've had a good week. What's happened?
Ooh, I've always had a good week. We were chatting last week about the Hooters.
The
Hooters, yeah. But funny enough, Hooters actually got in contact with us, said they loved the show, and I think we're going to be doing some video production for them sometime in the future. So that's good news for us, you know.
Yeah, good. Well, earlier this week I was in the Big Mango, Bangkok. Look at Inspire's been doing really well there. We've got 22,000 expat subscribers to our newsletter. So I've got to, unfortunately, fortunately, depending on where the angle is, spend more time up there and jumping on and off the BTS and the trains up there in that heat. That's some experience. And anyway, it's nice to be back in the coastal area of Pattaya, and so I'm hoping you can inspire me, Martin. What have we got first?
Yes, yeah, back to the wonderful beaches and the sea breeze here on Job 10 Beach Road. What I want to chat to you, Dan, is I want to chat about Jack and Dave tailors. We're always a big advocate of your custom-made shirts and custom-made slacks. Well, they've got a special offer on just now to celebrate their 50th anniversary.
50
they
years,
must be the longest established tailors in Pattaya area. Anyway, they're doing custom fit shirts just now, 990 baht. You know, so it's difficult finding a good shirt that'll fit you. You don't want to go to Tesco or Big C and get something like that. Get yourself down to there. I'll tell you what it is, because a lot of people are having trouble finding it.
Yeah, they have asked us actually.
Yeah, because it isn't like a kind of general shop where you would walk past. It's actually upstairs from the Indian by Nature restaurant, which is in the Chateau Dale Plaza area, kind of in between Pattaya and Jomtien. You go up a kind of elevator, which is all very plush. You're greeted by the reception there, and they'll take you in and they'll have a little consultation all about the stuff that you need, you know.
That's right, and if you can't find it, they will do a free pickup service if you're a tourist. Go onto inspirepattaya.com, give them a ring, and the quality doesn't get much better than that place. That's 100% cotton, 990 baht, Jack and Dave. Good one to start us off with, Martin.
Yep.
Now let's go back down the slippery slope to where we spend our time, in bars.
Speak for yourself.
I know you, Martin. I end up drunk on this show from your fumes from the night before. Anyway, at the Siam Design Boutique Hotel, which is up near the Dolphin Roundabout on Second Road. Just look for the huge blue trendy building.
Yeah.
Do go in there if you're on holiday.
Fortune to paint that.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, and the colour blue is going to fade with the sun. I think there must be a little.
Actually, I was at the Siam in Bangkok, and they've gone for bold colours.
Right.
It's like a brown, but very much in keeping with their style. In their car bar on the ground floor, that's an experience in yourself as you go in. It's not tiles on the floor. They've unravelled car tyres, and there's actually cars that are cut in half. And take your camera if you go down there, and do go down there and enjoy their irresistible hours, which is between 7 o'clock in the evening and 10 o'clock. 300 baht. Sounds quite a lot, but you haven't seen what this is now. They're huge cocktails. And one of them is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Can you remember the name?
Yeah, you need. I'm not putting on the American accent today.
Not drunk enough.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I used to adios, motherfucker. Mine was more Italian. There's a whole range of different cocktails. You've not seen cocktails like this. Siam at Siam, 7